Welcome back to Headline of the Week. We are skipping last week's show because, to be honest, I was sick. I kind of look like this. We did record it, but it's just, by the time I get around to editing it, it's going to be way too late. Top 3 headlines from last week was a man walking around with a TV on his head, delivering TVs to other people in the neighbourhood. In at number 2 was a toilet that, if it felt violent movements, vigorous movements, it would douse it with water, assuming that the people were having sex and not just a violent BM. And scoring headline of the week last week was a story about some vultures who were vomiting all over an LA house, I'm pretty sure. Turned out it was the neighbour was feeding the vultures, so they were like, well, we'll just hang around here. That was last week, wrapped up in like 2 seconds. Maybe we should do that every week. Nah, it's more fun this way. Let's jump into headline of the week for this week. Man uses dead pigeon as weapon during street fight. Mid-throw there. It's a street fight. Anything goes. You see a pigeon, it's a weapon. Find a cigarette butt, put it in the other person's mouth to confuse them and assert dominance. Love the little tagline. It's not very hygienic. It's a bit of amusement. Let's put it in holding. Doorbell cam activates and captures an absolute nightmare. It's very clickbaity. I had a look at in fact, I've had a look at the article, but I think you can see it from the picture. There's a bit of a snake coming down from the top. Yes, it would be nightmarish to have that sort of thing happen, but it's not the headline of the week. Trash. It's not always that we get wholesome news here on Headline of the Week. This one very much so. Adorable kitten hasn't quite figured out how to meow, so he quacks instead. We are putting that in holding. Air mattresses go rogue after wind turns outdoor movie night to chaos. If you have not yet seen the footage, let's just roll it. It's not the headline of the week. It's an amazing piece of cinematography though, isn't it? Put it to some beautiful music and it'll end up in that. What was that film? American Dream, Psycho something? Beauty. American Beauty with the paper bag and it's going in the bin. Woman claims her vagina perfume is a love potion that makes men flock to her. Okay, so number 1, it's a claim. You can claim anything. It's backing it up. That is the hard bit. Number 2, vagina perfume. Is that perfume made out of things from her nether regions? Is that perfume that she squirts on her nether regions? I am kind of intrigued by it. Let's put it in holding for now, see if it lasts the test of the headlines. Coffee fan gets embroiled in escalating customer of the week war with unknown nemesis. How can you become, I mean, I get employee of the month or whatever, but customer of the week? How do you become customer of the week? Having the right change ready, being very quick and efficient in what you're ordering and getting out of there. I like the idea that there's a battle going on, but really it's at the discretion of the place that's handing out this award for customer of the week. As they take that away, they take the battle away. I'm kind of like intrigued to hear how the story played out, but also I don't think it's gonna stand the test of the other headlines, so I'm putting it in the trash. School colours in pupil's band hairstyle with black pen leaving teen humiliated. I wouldn't think that was that humiliating. How funny is it with schools? They're like, schools are fine, like majority of the year, and then just every now and again, they'll make a decision, or a teacher will do something, or a kid will do something, and all of a sudden they're in the news. How has it left him humiliated? Is it permanent texture? Pretty sure it eventually washes out, and to be honest, it doesn't even look that bad. You can still see it. The school hasn't done anything. It's just been a whole misconception that's come up into a headline, and now the school's gonna be attacked for it. Do we wanna know any more about that story? I don't think we do. It's going in the trash. CCTV shows blonde jogger pausing for a poo before doing some star jumps. What is it with people and jogging and pooing? Just go before you go for your jog. Or hold on. Or find a public toilet. Or just to stop pooing on people's driveways. And on top of that, stop pretending like you didn't do it. Star jump. Did anyone see? No, they didn't. Alright, off I go. Run. Yep. Jogging again. Look over my shoulder, did anyone see? Look, it's embarrassing if you do a poo on a run, I get that. If it's gonna happen and there's no way you can prevent it, find somewhere discreet to do it, as discreet as possible, and come back and clean yourself up. Like honestly, if this headline said CCTV shows blonde jogger pausing for a poo, coming back 30 minutes later to clean it up, we're all on her side. If she's just trying to distract everyone and go, I didn't do that, and running off, no, not cool. Funny, but in the trash. I sense a bit of a theme here. Shopper poos on floor of supermarket before kicking it under the fridge. You know what he should have done? He should have done some star jumps. No one would have known. I just can't imagine him like getting there and just like kicking. You'd kick it a bit, you get a bit on your shoe, you'd be like, oh yuck, it wouldn't go very far. You'd have to keep kicking it until it went under the ice cream machine. I'm glad he kicked it under the ice cream machine and not into the ice cream machine. That's not something you want to keep going and getting it. Why? I get it, it's embarrassing. One day I'm gonna poo myself and in the heat of the moment, I'm gonna do something stupid like that. And I'm gonna come back and be like, that's why, Craig. That's why you do it, because you're embarrassed and you're in the heat of the moment. All right, let's put it in holding. Final headline this week, thousands of fish race towards fisherman in clip and he doesn't get a catch. Is that because he was filming? I mean, technically he caught the footage, didn't he? Very, very well done there, Craig. I like the headline though, like there's thousands and thousands of fish, whether he's just chucked out his rod or even stuck his hand in to try and pull one out and just didn't get anything. It's not the headline of the week. What have we got? Well, we need to see the kitten quacking. You know what? I thought the dead pigeon weapon would have stayed, but looking at these headlines, I kind of want to get rid of it. Like, what else can we learn about that? He threw a dead pigeon at someone. Here's your top 3 for the week. Let's find out some more about them. It's a kitten from Texas. It's quacking everyone up. Thank you, writers of this article. His name is Melvin, hasn't quite mastered the meow, and what emerges is a sound a lot like a quack as the video shows. Let's have a look.
Who are you?
Yay! That's all I wanted from this article. The only extra thing you could have given me was that cat next to an actual duck. So a lady from the animal centre where the cat is says, we heard a unique meow as we entered the room, followed it to the source. Might help him stand out in the shelter and get adopted. Hey, good for you, but obviously there's more cats in there. Shop around if you're getting a cat in Texas. Vagina Perfume Love Potion. Let's find out more about it. So this lady has claimed that she uses her vaginal fluids as her signature scent when she goes out in the town. Acts like a love potion, causing those attracted to women to flock towards her. Alright, so not just men, just anyone who's attracted to women comes to her. She, of course, herself is a sexologist. She's written all about it in her new book, The Game of Desire. Massive plug for it. She shared a little bit of an excerpt about it ahead of its going on sale whenever it's on sale. She explains why she covers herself in her own bodily fluids. What a sentence. Especially around ovulation time, but if you want to feel any extra boost of confidence, it can serve as a love potion. Often asked to confirm or deny the myth about eating an excess amount of pineapple, making someone taste better during oral sex. Her response is, if it makes you taste better, then it absolutely works. Oh, if you think it makes you taste, okay, alright. It's all about the mind, the powers of the mind. Similarly, if putting your vaginal fluids on you really makes you irresistible to a person or not, the fact that you think it does will make you act bolder and in a more confident manner. Well then why don't you just associate those same feelings and think that when you put on perfume that smells nice and is healthy-ish, why don't you just think the good things and then that will give you confidence? Why do you have to be... when I put poo and rub that all over myself, I think it attracts people. So that's going to make me act bolder and walk into crowds confidently knowing that all this poo smell on me is fine. It's going to attract a mate. And when everyone runs away from me, it's just because I'm confident in my poo smattered self. That being said, I will not be spattering poo upon myself anytime soon. She goes on to teach people how and where to apply their own natural scents. Do you want to learn how to do it? Go read the article. I'm not going to teach you. It's her job. She's a sexologist. I'm just a human being who sometimes talks on radio. This is pretty bad to put this at the bottom of the article though. She's used it countless times over the past 10 years and gets mixed results. Sometimes heaps of people flocking, other times I don't notice a difference. So then why? Just stop doing it. It'll probably be the same. It just depends on the night, it depends on the people that are out, it depends on how you're feeling. It's not about the amount of bodily fluid that you smother yourself in. Final headline, poo shopper kicking it under the fridge. The cashier looks stunned as a little bit of poo escapes as he... No! As he goes through a little bit of skate, CCTV captured the moment he defecated in his shorts, allowed the poo to run down his leg. Well, yeah, how else are you gonna get it out? Attempted to cover up his brown disaster, good one, by kicking it under the nearby fridge. Happened in Turkey. He then nonchalantly pays for his items and leaves the mess behind him. While at the counter, he then allows another lump to fall down his shorts onto the floor, which he then attempts to kick under the ice cream refrigerator. So he's already done it once, and then more is... There. Oh, look at it's so obvious. However, instead of concealing the turd, he ends up smearing it across the floor with his blue Crocs, which have holes in them. If there is any argument not to wear Crocs, that has got to be it. In case you shit yourself, have to kick it away, and you're wearing Crocs. The male cashier arrives and appears to inquire about the first lump of poo left in the aisle. However, the non-plush shopper carries on as if nothing has happened. Because if you deny it, you didn't supply it. Clean up on all the aisles. Just flush out the entire store. How can you just do that? Alright then, coming in at number 3, poo shopper. And I think this week, number 1 has got to be, after reading those other headlines and the articles behind them, for everyone's sake, it's the adorable kitten who quacks. Very cute, very wholesome. And sometimes you just need wholesome, don't you? Particularly when you're feeling sick like I am. That's headline of the week for another week. Do you agree with the quacking cat? Should that have been the number 1 headline? Did you like another one? Or did you find one during the week that we didn't feature? Let us know in those comments down below. Give a little gentle touch, a caress of that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you have not already. And if you have and you find a way to double subscribe, that'd be fantastic as well. I will catch you soon with another video on this channel. Thanks for dropping by.